Welcome to round 13 of the mini challenge Cooper S Class 2018. We're at Cadwell Park and we're just getting ready to go out for race 1. Qualified P2 in a sort of drying conditions. No one really got in any good laps in qualifying, if I'm being honest. I think my fastest lap I was sideways through park, so there was plenty more time to be caught up there. But it was very busy, and I think there was a red flag as well, so we didn't really get much continuity there and consistency in our laps for quali. So here we are on the grid on the start finish. We're just getting ready for lights out, and I'm joined in the commentary box by Annabella, my 7-year-old daughter. Say hello.
Hello everybody.
So we're off the lights. Straight away wheel spin into second, get bogged down in the revs, and third place takes second. So now I'm down into third behind Jono. And an unsighted spin catches everybody a little bit off guard, but we all make it through, and I'm now P2. Now I get a better exit onto the park straight, but you can see that R53 has got an immense drive in the straights, and I'm just not able to do anything, put any pressure on. And we go around park, third gear, short shift into fourth, stay in the middle of the track and go around this long right-hander Chris curve. Fabulous track, really is. It tightens up around the gooseneck, a right to left, stay in fourth, keep the revs up on the accelerator, down the hill into third, round Mansfield and back down into fourth as we power through to the bottom of the mountain, which is an interesting one. You can't really tell from the footage how steep this place is, but this is a real wall of a hill. And now we're entering into Hall Bends. Fantastic little integral right left, right. There might be too many corners then, I've just said, but you get the idea. And we go around the back through barn. It's an intermediate right-hander, and now on the start-finish straight. So it's on. Jono at the front, one of the fastest guys on the grid. Me leading the championship. I'm really looking forward to this battle. My car's feeling good, sort of, and then I make a mistake. Can you see that, Bella?
Yeah.
Should I be on the grass?
No.
Uh-huh.
No.
Okay, and that kind of ruins my race with me and Jono. And to add injury to insult, third place Rob Austin takes me and gets P2. So I've got a different battle on my hands now. I've got to try and get past Rob. So we're in the gooseneck. Down in gooseneck. It's I don't know, it looks like a gooseneck. Do you think it looks like a gooseneck?
Yeah.
Yeah? Closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So it does look like a gooseneck. So who's that in front?
Rob Austin.
Yeah, that's Rob in car 24. Notoriously difficult to get past Rob, very experienced racer. And his car has got so much torque in the straight, as you can see. We've got a very similar car setup to Snetterton, and if you look back over rounds 3, 4 and 5 on the channel, you can hear me mentioning about the straight line speed at Snetterton. It transpires after some post-race testing I was 10 miles an hour slow in the straights just due to the car setup. And with a similar kind of setup here, which is why you can see cars pulling away. Although on occasion I was trying some different things with gears, and short shifting when I'm chasing someone down sort of meant I fell back a little bit after reviewing all the footage. Third gear on the power, nice and smooth. On the brakes hard. Rob defends. There's not much room around here anyway to go two abreast. Once we enter into this section of the circuit, it's just a case of keeping up with Rob and positioning my car to either pants on a mistake or put pressure on in the straight. So I think I'm getting a better exit here. I'm right on Rob, but yeah, I'm just dropping back. Car's not set up for straight line, as I mentioned. Almost flat out round Coppice, down into fourth. Keep the revs up, push the car out to the left so you get a good, yes.
What is a coppice or whatever you said?
What is what?
Coppice said.
Coppice.
Coppice.
Look here. It's that corner there. See? It's just the name of it. Do you know what coppice is?
No?
I think it's trees. Like a coppice of trees or something. Okay, well, so we're still behind Rob and we're still putting pressure on. There's no way past. He's making that red 24 so wide. But I will find a way. Will I? Do I, Annabella? Do I find a way past?
Yeah.
Oh no, you don't want to give the game away. You don't want to say, oh, I don't know, maybe.
Well, I know, because you said you were going to be in second place.
Well, I didn't have a crystal ball at the time.
What's a crystal ball? Yeah, what's a crystal ball?
Where you can predict the future.
What's that mean?
Predicting the future.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you know what's going to happen before it happens.
How do you know?
Well, on this particular occasion, I know because I've watched this footage a few times now. And I was in the car driving it.
Lap 4.
Yeah, lap 4. And we're going into map. Where are we? Going around that corner. On to your knees. Then you can talk into the mic a bit more. Put that down. Okay, so we've got to jump on Rob now. Is he going to let me pass? Yep, get through, and we get the job done. Only on lap 5, so that's taken 3 laps to get past Rob. And these are quite long laps, 1 minute 40s. So I'm in the 15 minutes that we've got track time. We're not going to get that many laps in, so we're pretty much 2/3 of the way through the race now already. So I'm putting my foot down, I'm getting round to the start finish. I'm going to look at the pit board just to see how far behind I am from the leader and see if there's anything I can do to try and close the gap. And I am pushing quite hard and I come off. That's what happens. You get a little bit frustrated, particularly when it's when it's an error by yourself. Okay, so I can see that I am 12-13 seconds, something like that, behind the leader, and there really is no point in trying to bust a gut. Second place is all I've got now. I can't even see him on the straight, so yeah, there's Rob behind me. So all I'm interested in now is maybe feeling the car, making sure the car's alright, not ripping the backside out of my tyres because I've still got another race to go. But I am interested in setting a fast lap. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to throw in a fastest lap if I can. Fastest lap round here is around about 140, low 140s.
It's lap 6 now.
Yep, it's lap 6 now. What position?
2nd place.
Yeah. So yeah, putting in my first attempt at a hot lap, and I think after this I was thinking, well, do you know what? It's probably not worth me trying too many times for that fastest lap, simply because I think there's more to gain from looking after the car, looking after the tyres. Particularly we had some fun and games with the car. Yeah, that was my fastest lap, a 140.651. Probably if I'd have kept going and put in some consistent laps one after the other, I probably would have got half a second off that, something like that. Yeah, once you get into the groove, you can start to find yourself. But I took the opinion that there's more to gain with looking after the car, looking after the tyres, particularly the conversations that I had with the team before we started the race. There was we did have some issues with the car, but yeah, it's driving well. On review, on reflection of the race, looking back at my footage, looking back at how I drove the car, looking back at what was wrong with the car before we started, there are some changes we need to make to the car for the final round of the season at Rockingham. That will just make us stronger, you know. Did a job this weekend for sure. I'm over the moon with this, which is P2, which I did get in the end. Did get P2. I keep it on the black stuff. I do not hit my track limits, which is good, and I bring it home in P2. There you go. You can see 144. Slowed it right down. Yeah. But just say it. It's only practice. I can't hear you. When are we going to watch a movie? Which movie do you want to watch? Do you want to watch Star Wars?
I don't know.
Are you not enjoying commentary? Is this not the way?
No, you just have to talk.
Well, that's what commentary is, just talking.
That's boring.
But okay, but is it boring when you're watching like this amazing driver, aka Daddy?
You?
Yeah, in this amazing car, on this amazing circuit, racing these amazing people. Is that not amazing?
Nope. It's just Carl driving around the track and talking so much I can't even think.
Well, you're not actually doing the talking, are you? It's Daddy's
Yes, I am. I'm talking right now.
Well, you've only just it's lap 8 and you've only just started talking.
Oh well. I haven't. I started at the first.
Yes, you were there in spirit, but you were eating a penguin and some Smarties, and you were fiddling around as usual.
I don't like eating penguins. They're big and fat and they're wobbly feet.
Well, no, it's a chocolate bar, isn't it?
You should have said that in the first place.
Look, I got a joke for you.
What is it?
What do you call 500 penguins in Trafalgar Square? Lost, that's right. Right, going around Charlie's, 4th gear. This was I spun here twice in practice, because it's the type of corner where you just got to keep pushing and pushing and pushing until you find that you're going around it in the fastest possible way. And inevitably when you do that, you can sometimes come off and have a spin, but it's a very, very treacherous corner if you spin, because you can go off very, very quickly into the barriers. And some of my colleagues in the Coopers and the Cooper S's succumb to that. and cause quite some damage to their cars. So it's a very difficult corner to make sure you're going full throttle. What did you want to say, Annabella?
How many minutes till this is ended?
That wasn't very good grammar, was it? Till this is ended.
Yeah.
No, say it properly, please.
How many minutes or miles or seconds or hours is this gonna take?
Well, this is lap 9. This is the final lap. So,
Yay!
well, you won't be invited back for the next commentary.
Well, I don't want to look at it for ages. I don't really care. I want to watch something.
And there you have it. Checkered flag, P2. I'm really, really happy with that under the circumstances. And looking forward to race 2. And we need to put that edit together and do some commentary on that. Maybe I won't invite you back for that.
Oh, that's not very nice.
Well, you've shown no interest, so.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I really want to come because otherwise no one's going to stay at home with me.
Hey?
No one's going to stay at home with me anyway.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? Right, okay, so there we are. Handshake and the cap, the podium cap, that's a P2.
With a red face.
Yeah. Well, it's very hot.
Why have you got earplugs in?
So I can hear being told off about track limits.
Oh, I thought you were going to listen to some music.
I wish I could. And there you have it. So stay tuned for.
Bye bye everyone.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Bye.
We're going to be at Rockingham in 2 weeks' time, but we've got another race at Cadwell to put some commentary together. So thanks very much. See ya.